Did you hear Basilio Capello is in jail? A dead body was found in his showroom. Did you hear Basilio Capello is in jail?
Miss von Staub is awaiting the police, sir. Perhaps you might visit on another day. Good day, officer. Miss von Staub awaits you in her boudoir.
Good day, miss. I regret to disturb you at this tragic time, but could you spare a moment?
Oh, officer. I've been waiting. Is his body still in that horrible place?
A horrible place? I should introduce you to the Undertaker. But first, you and I shall get to know one another. I am Officer Holmes. I take it you are Magda von Staub, the sister of the deceased?
Oh, pardon me. Yes, I am.
My deepest condolences, Miss von Staub. Your brother's body will be returned to you shortly, as I believe the case will soon be closed. Nevertheless, there remain some formalities requiring attention. May I ask you a few questions?
Oh, if you must. But I'm unsure if I will be of much help.
Forgive my intrusion, but I must inquire about your bruises. Did you take a tumble?
Oh, I have a weak disposition. It is not so bad, but my skin marks more easily than a peach. It is the least of my sorrows.
But, Miss von Staub, I can tell you suffered new bruises even before the old ones had healed.
I have nothing more to add, Officer Holmes. It is what it is.
Do you know if Mr. von Staub had any enemies? Someone that may have sought to do him harm?
Enemies? I don't know. He and I did not discuss such matters, and he was rarely called upon by visitors. My brother's only guests were his friendly contests, but I was not allowed to participate. I merely heard it all from my room.
Contests?
Eric would practice shooting on the patio, and occasionally friends would join him, but I couldn't tell you if they ever argued.
May I take a look at Mr. von Staub's room? His personal effects may prove invaluable in our understanding of the case.
Please do. Here's the key.
Where were you when your brother died, Miss von Staub?
I was here painting Eric's portrait. My God, you could have asked the servants.
Alas, I needed to hear it from your lips.
Good day, officer. Miss von Staub awaits you in her boudoir.
Look at those vases, Sherry. Bet they cost a fortune. It would be a shame if someone broke them. I love it when you're reckless. Were those Limoges porcelain?
You have a keen eye.
Well, I suppose it's yours. Next time, shoot with a blindfold.
Excellent score. She covered the locked windows with paintings, but the atmosphere remains oppressive. Sad home for a young woman. She covered the locked windows with paintings, but the atmosphere remains oppressive. Sad home for a young woman. A handsome portrait of Eric. Miss von Staub does have talent. The black paint looks thick. It's been mixed with something. The rounds have been emptied. An ointment by a Dr. Herbert with a lavender and pine scent. This whip is well loved and well used. A wealthy man in his 60s. Sir Barnaby Boddington, 1879. A typical crest for a league or a guild. Club headquarters, 190th anniversary celebration.
Good day, officer. Miss von Staub awaits you in her boudoir.
Could you help me?
I'll gladly tell you everything I know, officer.
Good day, officer. Miss von Staub awaits you in her boudoir.
May I ask you something?
I'll gladly tell you everything I know, officer.
Help me, please.
Sir, I can assist you straight away.
Excuse me, just one question.
Oh, sir, I'm afraid I don't know about that.
Hi. We've got no time.
May I ask you something?
Don't take it personally, sir. But I know nothing about this.
Look, the cutest thing you'll see all day. Hamlet staged by children.
Excuse me, just one question.
I've heard something, but... Actually, no. Never mind. I know nothing. I'm sorry. I don't feel...
Is this familiar to you?
I can't help you with that, sir.
This isn't working. You might need a different tack.
Help me, please.
Apologies, sir, but I've never heard of it.
Can I ask you a question?
Nothing I can tell you, sir, but others might know more.
Can I ask you a question?
That's a question I can answer.
Please come in, sir. The gentlemen are waiting for you on the training ground. Down the stairs.
That is the von Kramkress, the old Prussian noble family. They must be patrons of the club.
How often do you think they check the submission box? My application deserves prompt consideration. I must say, Sherry, that was near perfect. Could it be that you're not completely hopeless?
A nice apricot aroma. Marillen schnapps, I presume. Half full. 2 glasses with dregs of alcohol. Should I pour us a drink, John? Glass crushed underfoot with damp traces still visible. The same ingredient was used in the dueling revolver's ammunition. All these places are perfectly secluded, ideal for private duels. Clever system.
Who the devil are you? I won't go down without a fight.
Sherlock Holmes, and if I wanted a fight, you would already be on the floor. Fortunately for you, I'm merely here to ask a few questions.
Is that so? Well, come on, pretty boy. How about I fix that nose of yours? Give it a bit more character.
Enough. Your compatriots attacked me and I responded. They still have their lives, unlike Mr. von Staub.
True. At least you are not a murderer. Fine, you may speak.
So you are Mr. von Kram, one of the club's best shots, the referee of the deadly duel, and the prime suspect of the case.
Heinrich Vögen von Kram, but you're incorrect. I am the best shot at the club, and I had nothing to do with Erich's death.
Your clothes tell a different story. The dirt on your trousers confirms your presence in the old ruins, and the red stain on your jacket is from the wax-covered gelatin your club uses for non-lethal rounds. I suspect you took a hit from the other duelist after Mr. von Staub was shot dead. A better shooter would have avoided it.
I am innocent, but if you persist in your slander, that may well change.
Fine. Answer my questions and prove me wrong. Otherwise, I shall simply inform the authorities we have our man.
First violence, now blackmail. Ah, well, I have nothing to hide. You may even search my surrounds.
I'd like to speak with the other competitor.
He left the island. Mr. Dorfman was sure that the killer was after him. He is innocent, I assure you.
Indeed, from his position it would be impossible to fire the bullet at such a downward trajectory, but he was a witness. Shame. So, what transpired in the old ruins?
Everything began as normal. The signatures, choice of weapons. I checked it all, and then blindfolded the duelists. Erich stood to my left, and his opponent, Mr. Dorfman, to my right. Before they could begin, the killer fired. And I'm sure it was not Dorfman.
Why are you so sure?
The sound was different. Not a Webley revolver. And further away. The killer must be an excellent shot to hit the heart.
What transpired after the shooting?
I heard Erich cry out and fall. Mr. Dorfman turned and fired at the killer, but I shouted at him to stop and help. I tried to save Erich, but it was too late. He was gone. I don't know what you're talking about. 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 I can't help you with this.
You have a nice collection of pistols, Mr. von Kram.
Ah, a fellow connoisseur of firearms. Did something catch your eye?
What caught my eye is a missing Lamate. Where is it?
Ah, that one. I lost it in a bet. A rare failure of mine.
A bet with whom?
That's private, Mr. Holmes, and unrelated to your investigation. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking about. I can't help you with this.
It seems you owed Mr. von Staub a small fortune.
A fortune to you, perhaps, but a trifle to me. Our debts ebbed and flowed. In our next contest, there was every chance I would win it back. Erich was too concerned about all that. Frankly, he often lacked the demeanor of a nobleman. His progressive tendencies could be grating. I can't help you with this. I can't help you with this. I don't know what you're talking about.
Last year, there was a similar incident in which a duelist died. What can you tell me?
A tragedy. I shot too well, and my opponent stumbled from the impact. He slipped and fell down the cliff. I regret it all. I have not participated in a duel since. Instead, I only take the role of a referee and supervise the proceedings for safety. I swore that no other club member would die in a duel. Alas, someone else intervened. I can't help you with this. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking about.
As it happens, a Lamat .42 caliber revolver was discovered at the crime scene. You said you were missing a Lamat, yes?
I did, but my Lamat was a .36 caliber.
And you can prove that?
My word is proof enough. If I said it, it is true.
Addressed to Heinrich von Kram and written with a nervous hand. Arrived just yesterday. A remarkable tool to conveniently enhance anything. I could use one for my analysis. Recordings labeled in Braille.
Your ability to perceive the world can be developed with work and concentration.
How to sharpen one's senses. You and Eric were competing for the position of honorary consul, yes? Quite the title.
We were, but he stood no chance. Only a true nobleman could take such a role.
Difficult for him to contest it now. Mr. von Kram, I know you murdered Eric von Staub.
You joke, I didn't do it.
On the contrary, when the opportunity arose, you pounced.
That doesn't make any sense at all. And furthermore, I had no reason to want Eric dead.
Actually, you had a motive.
That's ridiculous.
No, it's not. And I know what you used to kill your friend, too. Your pistol collection is missing a piece, the murder weapon you disposed of after the kill.
I lost it in a bet. For God's sake, you'd make a stuffed bird laugh.
Mr. von Kram, I believe you are the one responsible for Erich von Staub's death. You are now under my arrest and will be escorted to the police.
I have never been so insulted in all my life. I am innocent, as you will soon find out. I always knew I was smarter than you, but this proves it.
Are you sure Von Kram was lying? I don't know, arresting him feels wrong.
This area is restricted.
Did you hear Basilio Capello is...